Hello again. I'm guessing that most viewers will be used to being told that this month, this summer, winter, or this year overall has been the hottest of all time, or the windiest, or the wettest. After telling us so, there is almost invariably a few words about climate change being responsible. Since the expression global warming was dropped and replaced by the more flexible climate change, even frost and snow can be roped into the game. There comes a point, though, when we know without a shadow of a doubt that something we're being told about the weather is simply false. I rather think that anybody living in Britain will have noticed how it has been this April. It is the end of April, and yet people are still turning on the heating and wearing jumpers. We know that this is the case. We know it's cold. We know it's been cold for a long time. The Met Office, though, has this to say about April. Currently, April 2024 sits just outside the top 10 in the series of April temperatures for the UK. I suspect that many people may believe the month has been cold, but perhaps they're just expecting even warmer temperatures in April. The UK mean temperature for April so far is running at 0.7 degrees Celsius above the long-term average from 1991 to 2020, making it relatively warm by comparison with the last 30 years. I wonder how many people watching this really believe that this April has been one of the warmest on record, or just outside the top 10 for April temperatures in the United Kingdom, as the Met Office puts it. Seriously? I have become increasingly suspicious over the last few years when told that every summer is hotter than the one before and that each breaks all previous records. But I've given the benefit of the doubt to such claims, and I've been prepared to concede that perhaps I simply haven't noticed how boiling hot the season has been. But in this case, I have not the least doubt at all that somebody's trying to pull the wool over my eyes. Unless I'm suffering from galloping Alzheimer's, which is always a possibility, of course, I would be prepared to take oath in a court of law and swear confidently that this April has been colder than any I can recall for a while, and that other people have been remarking how unusual it is to have frost so late in the year, and saying, gosh, what a cold April. March was warm, but this month is cold. But then perhaps they too are victims of false memory syndrome. I would be curious to know if anybody watching this and living in Britain has had the feeling that this is one of the warmest Aprils we have ever seen in this country. As usual, in the description to this video, I give a link to the thing I've been talking about with quotations from the spokesperson for the Meteorological Office.